Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Chris, link back there. And today we're going to give you an update on the boost mods. All right, so number one thing is, you guys remember we changed out the pipe and we put the Muff Pod on there for having hot lunches on the mountain. And I said, well, sometimes you can pack tin foil around behind it and kind of use a hose clamp to make it like a heat sink. This thing gets crazy hot. Like, I'm so impressed with how hot it gets that we do not need to put any tin foil around it. It's so hot that after riding for a little while, I went to take this out to put my lasagna in there and I almost burnt my fingers. So yeah, that thing is working excellent. Update number 2, the Milwaukee Packo. This thing is awesome. I love it. I love the bracket. I love how it works. The storage is good. The only thing I don't like is this. So it kind of rattles a little bit. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop it off and we're going to put some weather stripping on the bottom of the Packo itself, just to kind of help take up that extra space and stop it from rattling and bouncing. Oh, and hang on, I'll be right back. I got to tell you guys about something else with the Packo. So if you guys remember, I was going to use this for hauling fuel because it clicks into the top of the Packo. And a 2-gallon jerry can fits in here. Awesome. Well, that was a dumb idea. It did not work at all. For one, having it here versus at the back, I thought would be better for weight distribution. My Abby bag kept bouncing on here, but then not only that, this thing would just bounce around like crazy. And there's a few times where it just came off and went tumbling down the trail. So I was riding with my buddy Jesse, and Jesse would stop and pick it up and bring it up to me, and we put it back on, and then like a half a kilometer or so down, it would be laying in the snow again. So this thing for hauling fuel sucked. It was terrible. So what I ended up doing was I put this on, and then I just strapped it from here down to the running boards, and that's how we brought it up, and then just left it at the fuel drop. So this, bad idea. I mean, maybe if you're hauling hot dogs or something, or buns for the family, but not for fuel. So the next thing was these knee pads that I made. Like, we did that in one of the other videos. They're awesome. They worked really good, except for they were starting to peel off. So they're kind of, oh, they're not peeling off now though. That's good. Well, when I was riding, they were peeling off kind of in the bottom. But as you guys can see when I'm sitting here, my knees rarely get below the halfway mark. So what we might end up doing is, where we have this curve, we might just kind of trim them out a little bit here, and then hopefully that'll keep them stuck on a little bit better. Other than that, those worked really good. Really nice on the knees when you're out on the mountain bashing into the console. All right, so we got like 125 kilometers on the snow machine, and the P22 clutch sleeve seems to be working just great. Yeah, I don't really know any different because we put that in before we started riding. We're gonna retorque the main clutch bolt to 110 foot-pounds just as like a preventative maintenance item. We could blow the clutches and stuff out, but I think we're just gonna put the Ibex clutch kit in that we have. So we have a clutch kit for this. We're going to make a video on that. And obviously you guys can see how much oil was used. This was full, and that was in the first 125 kilometers during break-in. So yeah, update on the boost is this thing is just, it's awesome, man. I'm loving it. Oh, and the big screen up here with the GPS and the touch screen and everything, that thing is wicked. I mean, if you have an older sled that you can put the 7S in, or if you're looking to buy a sled, just get one with the 7S display. It is amazing, works awesome, just super happy with it. All right, guys, that's it. Can't really think of much else to tell you after our first ride with the sled. If you guys have any questions, or you want to know anything about setup or suspension or anything else to do with the sled after our first ride, just leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next one.